Las Mujeres que Alimentan al Futuro, the women that fuel the future, a program to help women become economically self-sufficient and provide for environmentally sustainable development. The women that fuel the future will target the state of Guerrero, Mexico. Mexico is notorious for poverty and poor wealth distribution. Guerrero itself is known for having the highest rates of immigration to the U.S. in drug violence, along with some of the lowest scores in education. Although tourism is the largest sector of the economy in Guerrero, agriculture is significant as well. Much of the agriculture takes place in ejidos, which are systems of communal farmlands parceled out to families to farm as they see fit. This intervention is designed to aid in accomplishing Millennium Development Goal number 1, the eradication of poverty and hunger. While poverty is not itself a biological determinant of health, it consequently results in many of the factors that lead to negative health outcomes, such as inability to afford food, health care, or protection, or exposure to toxic environments at work or at home. A moderate estimate of the poverty rate in Mexico is about 44%, with the southern and rural areas, like Guerrero, being hit the hardest. According to the World Bank, interventions that have been historically successful and will likely continue to be successful should be aimed at financing small-scale agricultural programs. This intervention will select 2 candidate ejidos, ideally being full of women who have been left behind to work the family plot by a husband who has emigrated, and who are also known to grow some drug crops. This intervention aims to unite families within ejidos to form an agricultural union that enables the communities to have more economic and bargaining power than they would if they were individual families. This intervention will then heavily subsidize the growth of sugarcane, a very versatile crop, to displace the growing of drug crops, provide a viable economic option for fragmented families, and prime the biofuels industry in Mexico. Funding will also be provided to start small-scale bioethanol production facilities. The Women That Fuel the Future is a program that aims to, first, enable fragmented families to engage in agricultural efforts and be properly compensated for those efforts, ideally lifting them out of poverty. Second, to encourage environmentally sound development through the production of biofuels, which are thought to both reduce the carbon footprint of current modes of transportation and be renewable sources of energy. Third, to attract labor, educated labor to oversee the production of biofuels, and uneducated labor to help grow and process the sugarcane into fuels. And finally, to help displace drug cartels by making the production of sugarcane more financially attractive than the production of drug crops. I would like to thank this committee for taking the time to review this proposal, and would encourage that any further questions be directed to either the written form of this proposal or sent via email to thenryod@gmail.com. Thank you for your time.